What's up, it's Austin Rutherford. So how do you even know if a deal makes sense? How do you come up with the after repaired value and a repair budget, and what makes a deal profitable? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact numbers that we just used to buy a house we're gonna make tens of thousands of dollars on. So let's jump into it. We're gonna cut right to the screen. I'm gonna show you the pictures, the comps, everything that we did to evaluate this deal. Let's dive in. So first thing you gotta do is you gotta understand the condition of the property. So looking at this picture, you got paint and flooring, you got a little bit of landscaping, maybe some power washing, again, some paint, some flooring. We're probably gonna open up this little wall here, update the kitchens, countertops, appliances, paint, flooring, 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 paint, flooring. Bathroom, you know, needs an updated bathroom. We'll put in new tile, new vanity, new flooring. So we'll spruce that up a little bit. Here's the second bathroom. We got to spruce that up a little bit too. Paint and flooring. You got the basement. I'm looking at the walls to see if there's any foundation problems. No real foundation problems. We're going to paint the walls and the floor. There's a little bit of clean out that we're going to have to do here as well. Paint, flooring, outside. We might have to paint the back of this. You can see it's a little bit rusty, but besides that, it's just landscaping. And that's about it. So those are real pictures that we got for a real house that we're really buying and flipping. We're gonna make money on them. So I'm gonna walk you through this entire process. So the next thing that we have to know, so we have an idea of the property, right? The next thing we gotta go is we need to know what the ARV is. So if we go to propstream.com, we go to log in, you log into it, and you can run comps on this house. So what that looks like, you type in the address of your property, and you pull up comps in the area. So I'm gonna pop over here to details. I'm gonna come over here to comparable and nearby listings. I'm gonna go so this is 12 months ago, so I'm gonna go 6 months back, just so I don't have a ton of data to go through. Property class is residential, and it's a single family house. So how many houses, how many do I have? Eight comparable houses. So we got 8 houses. Now I'm gonna look at the area. So if you look at this one over here, it's actually across this main street. So I'm not gonna use number 7 as a comp, but I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 as comps because it's all in the same neighborhood. So I'm gonna pop over here and we look at it. Ours is a 3-2, about 1,500 square feet. So ours is actually a tad bit bigger than this. That doesn't show up here. So ours is about 1,600 square feet. So when we run comps, we're looking for a 3-2, about 1,600 square feet. So the first one that pops up here sold at 265 grand, and it's a 4-bed, 2.5 bath. So it's got an extra bedroom. So let's look at pictures on there, and it doesn't have pictures. So you're gonna have to deal with that sometimes. So the next one, 275, 3-2, 1,600 square feet. So this is almost exactly our house. So let's look at the pictures, see what it looked like. So if we go through the pics, nothing crazy, fresh flooring, fresh paint, nice kitchen, updated cabinets, countertops. So, this is what ours is gonna look like. Ours might be a little bit nicer because ours is gonna be a little bit fresher than this, but besides that, like this is a pretty solid comp. So the basement is finished, ours is not. Might be worth a little bit more just because of the basement being finished. So I'm gonna keep looking, right? You don't just find one. So this is 53, 212, 205, 218, 291. So that's the one we're not going to use. And then if we go to this 252, 4-bed, 1.5 bath, 1,600 square feet. So we have 2 bathrooms instead of 1.5, but 1 less bedroom. So let's look at these pictures, see what it looks like. Pop in here. It's a 2-car garage. We have a 2-car garage, fully renovated, updated kitchens and bathrooms. We haven't seen the bathrooms yet, but see the bathrooms. So there's the bathroom. It's definitely, nice bathroom. Nothing too crazy, but it's nice. So 4-bed, 3-bath. This does have a finished basement as well. So looking at this very briefly, we got the comp at 275, which is our exact house. And we want a 252, which is 4-bed, 1.5 bath. And if you look it up here, it's farther up north. So, maybe the farther you go up north, the less the property's worth a little bit. But the other comp is like right here, which is right next to ours. So that's 275. They do have a finished basement. So we're gonna, knock some off from this. And also because this is a little bit lower, I don't wanna overshoot this. So I'd say the ARV is like 260 to 265, give or take. Maybe 270, 275, but I wanna be a little bit conservative. So we have those numbers. So now what we gotta do is we gotta go to our deal analyzer, see if this bad boy makes sense. So to buy, renovate, and sell this, for me, I know it's gonna take about 120 days. And then we gotta go to the repair estimator. We gotta understand the repairs. So like I said, ours is about 1,500 square feet. So we'll do like 1.1 on here. So we got paint, We got trim, we got ceilings. Then as we go through, what else do we have? So we might have to patch a little bit of wood, that little stucco that was falling off. Garage door's fine. We got some interior drywall, and there's always going to be some drywall, so we're going to put a little bit in there. We have 2 bathrooms that we have to do. We got some countertops that we have to do. 1,600 square feet, so let's say 800 carpet, 800 hardwood. Doors and everything look solid from the pictures. We are going to need appliances. Cabinets, we're going to have to replace the cabinets. We're going to have to put some pools on the cabinets. Flower beds, needs a tiny bit of landscaping. The house needs power washed as well. Furnace and AC, we're going to assume is good. You know, you may want to get a little bit better pictures than what we had. But on this deal, I know that we had to move very quickly. So I was comfortable pulling the trigger without all the answers. And then light fixtures, outlets, and then a little bit of clean out that we had to do. Oops, wrong button. No roof, no windows, no sidings, no gutters. We got to paint the basement walls and floors. So if we run this down, our original budget's like $32,000, 15% contingencies, $4,800. Total budget's $37,000. So this is a very small rehab, and I'm very confident in these numbers. So I'm going to bring this contingency down to 10%. I would not recommend you doing that because you know you can blow through this budget and you're probably going to miss a lot of things. So our budget's about $35,000. Dun dun dun. Big question. $265,000 ARV. Estimated repair costs, $35,483, $35,458, perfect. Purchase price. So what was the seller asking for this property? So we actually ended up buying this for $170,000. So it's an 11% return and a $31,000 profit. So our minimum we shoot for is usually 13% on the ROI. So for this to really make sense, we'd have to pick this up for like $166,000, and then we make about 35 grand. But again, this is a very easy rehab. It's 100% cosmetic. I've done a lot of rehabs in this area, so I'm very comfortable with these numbers and very confident in these numbers. And I'm not turning down a $31,000 profit when we already have the teams, the systems, the contractors, everything in place to knock this deal out. So as you can see, diving into those numbers, first thing we do is we look at the pictures to understand the deal, and then we try to find comps. We need to find the ARV, the after repaired value of the property, to see what it's going to be worth once it is fixed up, which we came to about $265-ish thousand, the ARV, and then we got to come up with the rehab budget. So we look at the pictures, we use our internal repair estimator. This is what my team uses to run numbers, and actually how we teach other students how to run numbers. And then we put all these into a spreadsheet, and then it tells us the profitability of a deal. So you cannot get tied to a deal, right? This is an 11% return, $31,000 profit. If this was a $60,000 rehab, I wouldn't do this deal because there's more risk the more rehab that you have to do. There's more unknowns that can happen. But I saw this house, it was built relatively newer. It's a very, very easy, super light cosmetic rehab. So I'm very confident in these numbers, and that's why we pulled the trigger on this. We actually put this property in contract on a Friday, and we closed on the property on a Wednesday. So 5 days from contract to closing. That's the power of real estate. I picked up the phone, I called one of my private money lenders, asked if they were interested in funding this deal. They said they were in to fund the deal. We closed on the deal 5 days later. So this is real estate, right? This is real life deal or no deal.
Deal or no deal.
And this is the exact numbers that we just did on a property. We're in the process of renovating the deal now. Once it is done, I'm gonna show you the after as well. I'll give you a walkthrough of the property so you can see what it actually turned out to be like in real life. So if you have any interest in learning more about real estate and how you can get started in real estate, click the link in the description below so I can help you get started in real estate right here, right now, today. If this video added value, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, drop a comment below, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. Appreciate you being here.